morning, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you today for our Friday story time. I hope that you enjoy the stories I picked today. I picked some of my very favorites. We're going to start today with one actually that's called You're My Favorite. It's by Sam McBratney and it was illustrated by Anita Jerome. This is one of my favorites too because it has a note in it from my mom that makes me really happy. Hi, Maddie. It's nice to see you this morning. You're all my favorites. I'm hoping that I'm sitting in a way that you can see the pictures, but I'll make sure that I hold them up in case you can't while I'm reading, because sometimes it's hard to read and see the pictures. Once upon a time, there was a mother bear, a father bear, and 3 baby bears. Hi, Paige. A first baby bear, a second baby bear, and a third baby bear. Whoever tucked them in at night always said the same thing to them. You are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole world. One night, after Mama Bear tucked them in, and after she had said, "You are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole world," the baby bears began to wonder. "But how do you know?" they asked their mommy bear. "How do you know we are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole world?" "Because your daddy told me," said Mommy Bear. "When your daddy saw you on the night you were born," he said, "and I remember it very well," he said, "those are the nicest baby bears I have ever seen. They are the nicest baby bears that anyone has ever seen." That was a good answer. The 3 baby bears snuggled down as content as could be, because snuggle up they are. One day, the first baby bear began to think. He wondered if the 2 other bears were nicer than he was. They had patches after all, and he did not. Maybe his mom really liked patches. And the second baby bear began to wonder. Mommy and Daddy loved the other 2 more than me, she thought. They were boy bears after all, and she was not. Hi, Todd. And the third baby bear began to worry. I'm only the littlest, he thought. Everyone's bigger than me. So that night, the 3 baby bears asked the daddy bear, "Which one of us do you like the most? Who is your favorite? We can't all be the best." Wonder if you've asked your mom and dad that before. "Yes, you can," said the daddy bear. "I know you can because I heard your mommy say so when she saw you." And Daddy Bear picked up the first baby bear to give him a cuddle. She said, "That is the most perfect baby bear that anyone has ever seen." "Even with no patches?" "Patches don't matter at all," replied Daddy, and he tucked him in. "And when your mommy saw you," said the daddy bear, as she picked up the second baby bear, she said, "This is the most perfect second baby bear that anyone has ever seen. Even if I'm not a boy?" "Girl or boy, it makes no difference," said her daddy, and he hugged her tight. "And when your mommy saw you," Daddy Bear lifted the last baby bear into his arms. She said, "That is the most perfect third baby bear that anyone has ever seen. Even if I'm the littlest? Bigly or littly, we love you just the same. So there, 3 favorites. You're all my favorites." And the best baby bears in the whole wide world went to sleep happily as could be, because that was a good answer too. The end. I like that story. I hope you liked that one too. All right. You guys ready for a songbook? I think we'll do this one. This is one of my favorite books. It's called I Know an Old Lady. Hopefully you know this one too, and if you know it, I would love for you to sing along with me. This one was illustrated by Brian Karras. It goes like this. Hopefully you know this one too. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. So silly. I know an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. Look at her face. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. Wonder what she's gonna swallow next. I know an old lady who swallowed a cat. Imagine that! To swallow a cat. Wonder what she'll swallow next. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a dog. Look at this guy with his leash. He's wondering where his dog went. What a hog to swallow a dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. Hi, Christine. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a goat. Popped open her throat to swallow a goat. Oh my goodness, look how big she's getting. But she has a bellyache. Look at that. Isn't that silly? What do you think she's going to swallow next? She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cow. I don't know how she swallowed a cow. But she swallowed the cow to catch the goat. She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a horse. Oh my goodness, look at her belly. She died. Of course. Isn't that so silly? What a funny story. All right, I have another funny one for you. This is probably my favorite book ever. Hi, Cass. I'm glad you joined us for Storytime. This book is called John Jeremy Colton. It was written by Brian Jeffrey Leach and illustrated by Byron Glasser and Sandra Higashi. That's a fun last name. This book is kind of silly, and I'm going to do my best to make sure you can see all the pictures. But the words go round and crazy all across the page. So sometimes it can be a little tricky to read, but I'm going to do my best so that you can see it. John Jeremy Colton. This is the tale of John Jeremy Colton. Let's see if I hold it this way. You can see better. Let's see if we can get in a good spot. Who lived in a village a few miles from Bolton. The house that he lived in looked out on the green. It was the strangest the village had ever seen. From the moment he moved there in June 1920, the changes he made were both startling and plenty. He painted the walls buttercup yellow, and the thatch on his roof was a hue of lime jello. His windows were red and his doors a bright blue. His candy-striped shutters caused quite a to-do. For the townsfolk who lived there, each man and each woman considered his taste to be almost inhuman. Each day they would stare from their gray, cheerless houses, clucking and tutting with their spouses, for everyone wished that their neighbor would move. Surely he knows that we all disapprove. Hi, Leah. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. John Jeremy Colton, if he were aware, seemed not to worry or bother or care. He whistled and sang as he strolled down the street, greeting each person he happened to meet. But faces were turned, umbrellas were lowered, no one replied, and everyone glowered. He'll not win me with smiles, sniffed Miss Hythe Potter. This man is a bounder, a rogue, and a rotter. The children were warned not to go near his gate. They were led to expect a most terrible fate. But they were told not to greet him, the greater their longing to go there and meet him. One day out on the green they were playing at cricket, when a boy hit a ball defending his wicket. It flew through the air like a star that was falling. The breaking of glass made a sound most appalling. The boy in an instant was starting to run when his sister said firmly, "Go see what you've done!" So all of them crept to John Jeremy's wall and peered through a hole but saw nothing at all. "What a great shot!" said a voice from behind. "Did you work up a thirst with a game of that kind?" John Jeremy called the cook and the maid, and soon they returned with blue lemonade. A carousel cake with candy cane poles and pies shaped like slippers with licorice soles. There were sandwiches too, shaped like birds and like fishes. It was strange food indeed, though it tasted delicious. John Jeremy joked and he told them a riddle. They sang several songs while he played the fiddle. He showed them his treasures he found in strange lands, and his tame hedgehog that danced on his hands. The house started shaking with sounds of their fun. It was birthdays and Christmas all rolled into one. They left when the cuckoo clock called out, "It's 4!" "Can we come again soon?" they asked at the door. Hi Heidi, I hope Mary and Maggie and Bailey are with you. They ran home to tell of the good time they've had, but their parents insisted, "That man is quite mad." The children protested, defending their friend. The parents said firmly, "This friendship must end." John Jeremy Colton thought when no children came, "I've said something wrong, I must be to blame." As day followed and day and week followed week, the house and its owner began to look bleak. John Jeremy's house was put up for sale. The buttercup walls seemed suddenly pale. The thatch on the roof was in need of repair. It looked like a spider with too little hair. The children grew sullen, the weather turned gray. The birds stopped their singing, all joy went away. Still Mrs. Hythe Potter refused to be kind. "I want the man gone, out of sight, out of mind." Then, one windy night, around 2:45, John Jeremy woke, and he happened to see a column of smoke that was starting to pour from a house near the green, number 74. He pulled on his shoes, his coat, and his hat. Running into the street in 10 seconds flat, he tore through the night shouting, "Fire! Fire!" As the smoke began billowing higher and higher, he shouted instructions, "Ring the bell in the steeple." Soon the streets in the green began filling with people. "Get your buckets and pails," he told Mr. McGrump. "Form a line down the street from the house to the pump." He broke down the door and saw the hall was alight. At the top of the stairs, standing frozen with fright, was a figure he knew to be Mrs. Hyde Potter, the same one who'd called him a rogue and a rotter. "Stay where you are!" John Jeremy cried. "I'll climb to the roof. I'll get you outside. Someone give me an axe. Someone give me a rope." Everyone watched, but with dwindling hope. At the side of the house stood a fragile old tree. Its uppermost branches just happened to be a foot or two higher than the edge of the roof. But would the tree hold him? He had no proof. The tree started creaking, a branch fell away. Everyone gasped as they watched in dismay. With a push and a leap, he flew through the air. "He's up on the roof! I see him! Look there!" He ran over the tile through a small door and down some short steps to the uppermost floor. He hacked at a lock that had jammed from the heat. When he opened the door, someone fell at his feet. It was Mrs. Hyde Potter, her face black with dirt. Behind her, her children, and no one was hurt. The cook and the nanny, the butler, the maid, all looked like they'd never been quite so afraid. John Jeremy gave them a confident glance. "Come up to the roof, it's our very last chance." So Mrs. Hyde Potter, no longer aloof, clambered up the short stairs and onto the roof. 10 men held a blanket as tight as a drum. McGrump gave a signal that they should come. The boy was the first, and the servants the daughter. Then everyone waited for Mrs. Hyde Potter. She sat on the roof, pale and frozen, with fear. "I simply can't do it," she said with a tear. "You must, my dear lady," John Jeremy said. "Just hold on to me, there's nothing to dread." The roof was now burning, its timbers aglow. It crackled and sputtered as if to say, "Go!" So they crept to the edge and leapt into the air and landed below with seconds to spare. For the house gave a groan, a gasp, and a sigh. Sparks flew in the air, lighting up the night sky. Then the rafters all buckled and fell to the ground. What a horrible sight, what a terrible sound. In the half-light that followed, in the hour before day, no one noticed John Jeremy slipping away. He went home to his house and fell into bed, for he ached and felt tired from his toes to his head. In the late afternoon, he awoke with a shock. He heard music and voices a-pounding. "Knock, knock!" He dressed in a minute and opened the door. And the moment he did so, he heard a great roar. Roar! What a riotous cheer for John Jeremy Colton was made by the folk in that village near Bolton. Everyone danced and a soloist sang. Firecrackers and rockets went off with a bang. Then Mrs. Hyde Potter said he was the best, and it did not matter how anyone dressed. Heroes appear in the least likely places, and you can't tell who's more brave by looking at faces. Just where is that village you're wanting to know? They say you can find it, and easily so. Rainbow-hued houses abound on each street, and the people who live there are the nicest you'll meet. Each house has a glory all of its own. You'll feel you belong there, even though you're far from home. For if you're a stranger, they'll offer you tea, and a guest for a week will stay at least 3. The town has an aura like sunlight through mist, and a marvelous beauty that's hard to resist. It's down in a valley, at least that's what they say, a few miles from Bolton, up Lancashire way. I love that one. All right, I have one more story for you today. And this one is something really special. Hopefully you like it too. This one is called The Book with No Pictures. It's a really fun book. I like to take the dust jacket off while I'm reading so I don't mess it up. And this book is by B.J. Novak. Hopefully you'll like this one too. This is a book with no pictures. It might seem no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. It probably seems boring and serious. Except, here's how a book works. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say. No matter what. That's the deal. That's the rule. That means even if the words say, Bork! Wait! What? That doesn't even mean anything. Blurf! Wait a second. What? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read. And I have to say every word that this book says? Uh-oh. I am a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey! I'm not a monkey! And now I'm reading you this book with my monkey mouth and in my monkey voice. That's not true. I'm not a monkey. Yes, I am a monkey. Also, I am a robot monkey. What? And my head is made of blueberry pizza. Wait a second. Is this whole book a trick? Can I stop reading now? Please? No? And now it's time for me to sing my favorite song. A song? Do I really have to sing a song? Glug, 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 my face is a bug. I eat ants for breakfast right off the rug. What? This book is ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet? No? There are more pages, and I have to read the rest? My only friend in the whole wide world is a hippo named Boo Boo Butt. Boo Boo Butt? Also, the kid I'm reading this book to is the best kid ever in the history of the entire world. Oh, really? And this kid is the smartest kid too, because this kid chose this book even though it had no pictures. Because this kid knows that this is a book that makes grown-ups have to say silly things. It's true. And makes silly sounds like, oh no, here it comes. Oh my. Glurgo wacko, my grumpfadoo. Hey, brug, brug, brug. Woof, eef, blaggity, blaggity, glibbity, globbity, globbity, glibbity, beep, bop. Badongy face. Oh my goodness. Please don't ever make me read this book again. It's so silly. In fact, it's completely and utterly preposterous. Next time, please, 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 please choose a book with pictures. Please? Because this is just too ridiculous to read. The end. Bonk. I didn't want to say that. Well done. Well, friends, I am so glad that you joined me today for some stories. I hope you had a good time. I sure did. It was really great to spend the morning with you. I look forward to seeing you next week on Monday for music. Oh, don't forget, today is bingo at 3 o'clock. So if you want to join our Zoom, make sure you go to the website and click on the Zoom link or copy and paste it into your browser so you can join us. I'm at 3 o'clock for bingo. Make sure you print your bingo card ahead of time. And if you play, I will mail you a prize. And they're pretty great. But Monday we have music and movement and lots of other fun stuff happening next week. So make sure you check the schedule. We'd love to have you join us for all of the fun things coming up. See you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you at 3 o'clock.